Jit Camp, Bonfire Podcast, Ep.7. And today I'm here with a very special guest. He's the best barber in Tampa Bay. He's a designer. He's an entrepreneur. Chon El Barbero.
What's up, man? I appreciate you having me on here, dog.
Yeah, bro. I remember sitting in your chair, first talking about what Jit Camp was going to be,
right,
and then bringing it to talking about the podcast and starting up the podcast, and now you're on it.
Yeah, man. I'm excited, bro. I've been wanting to be on here for a minute, boy. I think what you're doing is dope.
Thanks, bro. I appreciate it. We're in the new setup in beautiful Studio A in the heart of St. Pete. So, yeah, bro. I remember I think it was Jesus that introduced us, bro, because we used to go to Club Scene and stuff and, like, all that Jit shit back in the day, bro.
Yes, sir.
Even though we didn't go to school, like, at the same school, but we still chilled and stuff.
Yeah. Jesus is my boy, man.
Yeah, bro. Same here, man. I fuck with Jesus still.
Yeah, that's crazy. I always think about that, bro. That's so long ago. That's 10 plus years ago.
Yeah, 8+, definitely 10 plus. So then your girlfriend, my mom taught her how to cut hair and stuff at Sun State, and I don't know if that's how I ended up starting to get my hair cut by you, or you might have done it before that.
I feel like because when I heard that Miss Brooke was teaching embryo at Sun State, I thought that was crazy anyway because it was small world type. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I haven't seen you in forever because you went to Osceola, I went to Bogey, and then when Miss Brooke told me about or when embryo told me that you guys were at Sun State, that's when Miss Brooke asked me to go to the salon and do that class for you.
Yeah.
Or for the salon. And that's when I cut your hair. I think that was the first time I cut your hair initially. And then we started going from there, I think. It was something like that. It's been a minute, you know what I mean?
Did you have the barbershop, like, open at that time?
No, so at that time, that's when I was working at Chago's downtown, which is actually not that far from here.
So what made you, like, start getting into cutting hair? Because I remember you were cutting hair back in the day, too, so.
Well, I mean, initially, I really just started cutting hair because I felt like I just kept getting messed up by barbers and shit, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Anywhere I sat down, I felt like they couldn't get my edge right or they couldn't do my eyebrows, and I was just tired of it, you know what I mean, getting roasted. I was just like, man, I'm going to go home and clean my shit up by myself, you know what I mean? And then I just started cutting up friends and family members, and then from there, I decided to go to barber school, man. It was either sports, military, or barber school, and, sports didn't really work out like I wanted it to, so I chose the second one, you know what I mean?
Yeah, bro, because you already had, like, a sort of built-in clientele, because everybody that you cut's going to be like, hey, this is who cuts me, and then that person tells that person, and then next thing you know, you got a book, It
was funny, man, because in high school, people would see, especially like Jesus, they would see like me doing my sideburns with the straight blade and stuff, or like the Gillette razor. And after a while, they were like, man, can you clean me up? And I started doing them, and then started doing all my teammates in baseball and basketball, playing football in high school and stuff. So little by little, I just started developing some clientele, and then I started at Chago's, and it started from there.
So how long were you over there? Like, were you in school, like, working there, or you had to go to barber school and then you started there? Yeah,
so in 2014, I graduated from Bogey, and then I went to Puerto Rico for a week on, like, a quick vacation, and then I went straight to barber school and then did, like, 7.5 to 8 months of barber school, and then I started at Chago's. But the way I met Chago was through two guys in barber school, which Kevin and Derek. They went to school with me, and then they worked at my shop for a little bit, too, and that's how I got to know Chago and them.
Mm-hmm.
It was dope.
Dude, it's crazy. This one guy that I used to work with, he thought Chago, like, cut my hair or something, because, like, the way that I guess my beard or my hair was cut or something like that. And I was like, no, but my homie, like, used to cut over there, so he probably learned it from him or something like that.
Well, yeah, that's the main thing. He was like a mentor to me in the beginning.
Yeah.
That was the first person that gave me my chance to actually believe in my craft, because, when you first start doing something, people don't really fuck with it like that. They, they want to talk and say whatever. They know you as what they know you as. They don't know you as the, the podcast guy. They don't know me as the barber. You know what I'm saying? They don't know us like that. They know us who we are at school, so it worked out that way.
So how long till you were doing that where you were like, damn, it's time to get my own shop now and everything?
Well, it was really when I felt like I just gave him my all, I felt like I was really treating the barbershop like it was mine anyway. I've always been a team player. I played team sports all my life. I understand the value in teamwork and camaraderie, and yeah, That was the reason why I had to leave, bro. I was like, this is not a teamwork place. It's very selfish. You know what I mean? I still got respect for the people that I worked with in the past, but I had to be in my own lane. You know what I mean? I had to switch it up.
Yeah, I feel like, I don't know, if I, like, my mom has her own salon and stuff, so I kind of, like, understand, you know?
But she's killing it. Her salon's dope.
Yeah, like, it was a lot of work, man. Like, that year getting that place was hard, bro. I remember I put in the floors to that.
You put in the floors to the salon?
Yeah, man.
Hey, my dog Bryce putting in work.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, your mom's killing it, man. I mean, I remember when I went and did that class for her, she had, like, 10 spots in there, like, for stylists, and she had them damn near filled up. And I know now she got more, right?
I don't know if she has more, but she has pretty much all the spots like filled up.
I was gonna say all the stylists are there working heavy. That's what's up.
And if somebody leaves, there's always like somebody new, like real quick.
See, that's the hardest thing I think in this industry. It's not really getting people in. It's finding consistent like barbers and stylists that actually want to work in your salon or barbershop and be a team, like actually be a team member. You know what I mean?
And not like expect you to like hand them clients.
Yeah, that's
sort of about. I've always liked that at her shop. Like I was like, man, if you want clients, you gotta find them. You know, like shit doesn't just happen.
It's really not that hard, man. I mean, you go up to people and talk to them every single day. You know what I mean? It's like, you might as well just be like, hey, by the way, I see that you got a haircut. I kind of like it, or I think it's pretty good, but I think I can give you a better service. Or you don't even have to go approach it that way. You can just talk to them about whatever and be like, you know, have you ever thought about trying this? Or here's my business card. Check out my Instagram, my Facebook, or whatever. You know, text me sometimes if you ever want me to give you a half off free cut or whatever. You know, it's really not that hard.
Yeah, give something to like bring them in, because you never know if they've been like, I don't know, I'm tired of that barber. Because there's one dude I work with, bro. He's got a new barber like every time I talk to him. My mom's even like cut his hair before, bro. Yeah. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm very consistent. Like only like 4 people have ever cut my hair. Like my mom, my one barber down at Trillion Cuts on the south side, and then the dude, once he left, the dude that Eric that used to cut it after that, when I used to get a fade and everything, he cut it, and then that's it.
My dog had a minimal amount. That's what's up though.
Yeah,
loyalty.
Man. Yeah, man. If my mom's not doing it, like my mom can't like get the edge and shit like crispy, but she gets the job. She gets the job done, man. She's come a long way.
I owe your mom a class too, man. I need to do another class, a beard sculpting, and maybe another edging or some shear work. Even though I honestly been wanting a shear working class from your mom, so I think we need to like communicate about that. We need to do a double
collab.
Class. Yeah,
bring both shops together.
Salon Pavon and then NLB. That'll be raw.
So how did you come up with the theme for like NLB? Was it always? I know you're a big sports fan and stuff. Right. So did that like tie into it when you were coming up with, all right, I know I want my own shop, but what's like the theme? Because you could go many different routes. You know, you could keep it traditional. You could have more of like a, I don't know, I guess a hip hop vibe. Like some people do that, you know.
Right. Well, that was the main thing. It was like figuring out the name. You know, I had like a million names. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I stuck with the Next Level Barbers because I felt like that's what I've always wanted in my life. You know what I mean? I've always wanted to get to the next level. I've always wanted to be with people trying to get to the next level. You know what I mean? So I felt like adding the barbers plural part to Next Level made it more of a team effort. You know, a camaraderie style business, you know what I mean? And then the colorway, that was pretty simple because, you know, the barber flag is red, white, and blue. Mm-hmm. I'm Puerto Rican / American, so red, white, and blue in both flags, you know what I mean? I got to represent my countries, you know? And in general, the NLB logo itself, the letters are in a baseball plate, which is like my favorite sport. You know, I play baseball.
I don't think I ever noticed that, man. That's crazy.
It's the little things. You know what I mean?
That's crazy.
Yeah, I love it.
And they're Giants colors, and you're a Giants fan.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I was trying to leave that out, man, because the Giants are trash. But you know what I mean?
Man, every team has its run, bro.
Right,
you know.
Right. No, but I love it, man. I mean, I definitely think about different designs all the time because I want to switch it up. I feel like every great company or companies that I look up to switch it up all the time. You know, it's not in a big way, but just like an alternative logo, you know.
Yeah, like always have the main logo, but then you could always do like that logo right there. I love that, like baseball style jersey.
Mm-hmm.
Like maybe put that on like a hat or something.
Yeah, man.
Like have a keto in them, like embroider that shit. That would be dope.
Bottomville Studios.
Yeah, shout out to Bottomville Studios.
Yes,
shout
sir.
out to Slug Sounds.
Yes, sir. I definitely want to get with them and do that, man. I actually got a couple of new things that I want to work with them. I got to talk to Cowboy too. He's another one. He's a great artist.
All right, bro. So you got the sports theme for the shop. I like how you have like the it sort of reminds me of the Space Jam sort of vibe with the artwork inside and stuff.
Right.
And then you got the hardwood floors and everything, so it definitely has that like sports vibe.
Yeah, I want to get something in the middle, man. I got to get somebody that knows how to do like some woodwork
to put like your logo in it to make it like a basketball court.
Yeah.
That would be sick.
Yeah, I gotta find somebody. I also got to replace the floors in general, like to upgrade them. You know what I mean? We definitely want to do some work at the shop in the near future.
Yeah, dude. So you've been you've had the shop for 3 years now. You did the 3-year anniversary event.
Right.
That was a great event. And then everything you learned from there, you sort of have been putting in the new projects that you've been working on. So let's talk a little bit about the design work that you've done with the Next Level Barbers, like merch stuff.
Right. Well, so the event that we threw for the 3-year anniversary, I just wanted to try something different. You know what I mean? Like bring some new people involved. You know, get some other businesses that are doing great things, and I already work with them. You know what I mean? Especially with the clothing part. You know, so with the 3-year anniversary, I just wanted to get people in, and that was a dope event. But with the clothes, I've started working with Cowboy and Moose because I had a couple other clothing brands that I was trying to work with. And t-shirt companies, and they just were not it, man. There's a lot of inconsistency in St. Pete when it comes to certain things, but that's why I think, this route that we're taking is a lot better.
Oh yeah, absolutely, bro. Like they made this bag for me. They're podcast alumni. Like they're killing shit. You know what I mean? I go there once a week and take over the world with them.
Oh, for sure. And when it comes to like the cartoons that you mentioned earlier, like I wanted to work with Victor Nettles, which is another great artist. We wanted to get some, like you said, that Looney Tunes style in there. I just felt like, adding creativity, adding like youth to the shop, I felt like was great because a lot of these barbershops are usually traditional, which is great. But I wanted to add the old school with the new school, especially because most of us in the shop are under 25 anyway. You know what I mean? So I felt like it was nice to work with these artists and get that type of visual, on the T-shirts and on the mural in the shop. You know what I mean?
I totally get that, bro, because it's like you still have all the traditional like barbershop stuff,
right?
Especially like the red, white, and blue, like you were saying. So it all like kind of comes full circle,
Yeah. I mean, I love it, bro. I love it.
So where did you get the idea for like the Nintendo stuff? I know you're a big gamer. You always do the Super Smash Brothers tournaments at the events and stuff.
Yeah, I wanted to switch it up, man, because I felt like in the beginning, the first 2 years of the barbershop, I was doing a lot of traditional barbershop clothes where it was just like the name itself, the address, just advertising kind of clothing. And
like
then
logo stuff.
Right, and I felt like that was cool and all, but how do you want somebody to wear your shirt around if it literally just looks like a street sign? You know what I mean? It just looks like you're just showing your address, like, hey, come check this out. I feel like you got to make it into streetwear. You got to make it into people want to come up to you. Yo, where'd you get that shirt from? Oh, you know what I mean? Like I add some flavor to it a little bit. So that's why working with Moose and Cowboy was dope because they were and Victor Nettles because they have that innovative mindset, that entrepreneurship mindset where they're always thinking outside the box. They're not, confided into one area of art. And that's why I wanted to open up my mind a little bit. So working with them was dope about the clothing.
Yeah, absolutely, bro. They helped me. I have another brand that I'm working on. It's kind of like under wraps, but they're definitely like very hands-on with me on that. Like I have the vision for it and they have the tools to sort of like make that vision happen.
Right. And
we like work together on it, and they know they're more good on like keeping me on track with like the branding elements of it, like staying true to the brand. I've been watching a lot of like, you seen those master class things?
What is it?
It's called master class. Like you pay money to watch these videos, and it's like Wolfgang Puck is teaching somebody to cook. Well, there's ones with like Virgil Abloh, and he's like talking to, I don't know if you ever heard of the brand called Hypeland.
No.
They do a bunch of like and everything is like an anime collab, like a Naruto collab or something like that. But it's Virgil like talking to that guy about what he like explains his brand and like everything about it, and then Virgil like tells him about like what he would do different or kind of how to like centralize his thoughts.
No, that's dope, man. You see, that's why I respect y'all in general, because like I said, y'all just creative. You know what I mean? Y'all don't stop working. It's crazy.
I can't, bro. Like I was telling you, bro, I can't. I start like getting down on myself. I'm like, I gotta just make this shit happen. Yeah,
it's the grind,
dude. Sometimes I'll be like, I want to get like I was supposed to have that merch shit done like a couple months back, but I just kind of put everything into the podcast instead, and that's kind of like taken off. So now I can take a step back and kind of do that now.
Yeah, I feel like sometimes it works that way. You know what I mean? It's like you want to do so many things and you're still doing it. You know, it's just the focus might be veered towards something that's working a lot better. You know what I mean? In the beginning, or working a lot more for what you want to do right now. You know what I mean? Your path right now. You know, that's how I feel sometimes.
So since you're already like big into like the merch like aspect of it, is that how the Next Level Thrift, the new sort of brand, I would say, came along?
Well, I mean, just like you said about the gaming, man, like there's some like hidden things that I've kind of like pushed away for so long that I've loved, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like even sports. I think when I was a sophomore in high school when I started dating Embrielle, and I just like stopped worrying about sports outside of me playing sports, you know what I mean? And then you know, same thing with video games and you know that type of stuff. I've been into it my whole life, you know what I mean? I guess I just stopped, you know. But yeah, I just I've always wanted to bring back that childlike image of yourself, you know what I mean? Like I feel like sometimes you get so caught up in the now or caught up in the world, and you kind of change sometimes. So I felt like bringing back that like old Sean was kind of key, you know, kind of helped me out, kind of humble me a little bit, you know, bringing back that child, you know.
Yeah, you have some like very nostalgic pieces, like that Rays jersey is nostalgic for me, you know.
Yeah. I like that Smash Bros one too, just cause you know, that was like the Legend of Zelda and Smash was just one of the biggest games for me growing up, you know what I mean? So I had to bring that back, especially that they were so creative with the art on the shirt, you know?
Yeah, I like that commercial Moose made for you. That shit was dope.
Bro, I'm not even gonna lie to you. I damn near teared up, bro, when I saw that. It was just so nostalgic, bro. Like, I felt like I was, like, when I grabbed the Nintendo 64 remote for the first time, you know what I mean? When I was 4 years old. That's what it felt like, you know? Watching you. Yeah, it's crazy.
So with the thrift thing, you did that one pop-up, isn't it called My World Thrift over in like Seminole, right?
Yeah, so yeah, let me get back to that. Yeah, so the Next Level Vintage, it was something that I've already been doing for a long time. I've already been collecting all those video games, all those clothes and everything, and I just felt like the barbering thing was kind of getting a little tiring for me, you know? I just wanted to try something different. So since I already had a whole bunch of clothes and memorabilia accumulated in my garage anyway, I was just like, you know, let's move this. Let's put it on Instagram. Let's put it on, you know, Poshmark, Depop. And then I got Ambrielle on my back too, you know, telling me get this stuff out of my garage. You know, I got her second room looking crazy too. So it just, I felt like I wanted to get into a new business endeavor, you know, and it's something that I love.
Yeah, bro, I definitely like understand the feeling, you know, like.
Right.
Like I said on the Robert Gallardo episode, I didn't want to get tied down to just doing one thing. Like, you know what I mean? It gets old.
Yeah, I mean, you got to keep it fresh. And I feel like, you know, back in the day, you know, maybe our grandpas, they felt like they can only do one thing. You know, and everybody around them is telling them they can only do one thing. You know, they're known as the mechanic or they're known as the lawyer. You know, I feel like you're really capable of doing whatever you really want to do, bro. There's no limit. You know what I mean? Why are we keeping ourselves in a box, bro? You're smart, you know what I mean? Do it.
Exactly. Especially there's so many resources nowadays, man.
Yeah. That's that camaraderie stuff we're talking about, you know what I mean? Like, utilize the people around you, bro. There's so many entrepreneurs out here that are young and willing to work. They're not selfish, you know what I mean? We got to stop playing with that selfish shit, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that kind of used to be, like, really involved in St. Pete, but I feel like over the last, like, couple years, it's kind of like people are figuring it out,
Yeah.
You know?
I think people aren't scared to work with others anymore, you know? They're not worried about, I don't know, I feel like sometimes you're worried about somebody changing the way you think or maybe changing the way that you do things, but that could be good or bad. It just depends. I'd rather try it out than not, you know?
So is the plan to do like more pop-ups in the future with the Next Level Vintage?
So as of right now, the Next Level Vintage is kind of on a standstill just because, you know, the barbershop is my main focus. And
Yeah,
then,
absolutely.
And then we do have the Next Level Visions as well, which is the bigger. That's the biggest. You know, that's where my mind's at. You know, that's a networking company that we've really been wanting to show to the world and actually give. You know, open our hands up to the world. But the Next Level Vintage is definitely still on my mind. I'm definitely gonna do more pop-ups. I gotta talk to the owner of My World Thrift too. He has one coming up soon. Curated Heat too. I need to talk to them, man. I need to get on that.
Definitely, man. I went to their first one, and it's only like grown since then, you know.
I saw that drone video, bro. That was
Yeah, they have like a YouTube and shit going, you know.
Yeah, man, they're doing their thing.
So with the Next Level Visions, the new brand, what's sort of I know you're trying to make it like a creative meetup sort of thing, and people have tried to do that before, but I feel like you're going about it the right way. You're not trying to just get like, I mean, it's welcome for everybody, but you have a good like foundation for it.
Right.
Some of these other groups, they kind of just was like, all right, just come and we're doing it, and there's no like vision for it, no pun intended, but
right,
you know what I'm saying?
Right. Well, in general, you know, at least for me, when I first became the barbershop owner, I felt like I was always searching for help that I wasn't receiving, you know? And I'm not saying you can only use YouTube for so long, but after a while you get discouraged, you know? You feel like, man, I really need to learn how to create an LLC or create, you know, how do I get my credit up? You know what I mean? A lot of people's credit isn't looking good, and it's just because they don't know what to do, you know? So the NLV to me, the Next Level Visions to me is just something where we can provide you guys a networking place and a safe place where you don't have to pay a crazy amount of money like BNI or, you know, I'm not saying anything bad about it either, but, you know, Chamber of Commerce and BNI to me just seems kind of like a fraternity for entrepreneurs, you know, for businesses. And it's crazy to me that you got to pay $300 a month just to be a part of somebody, you know, of a bigger group, you know, when in reality we're all doing the same thing. Why we got to, you know, cut each other's wallets in half just to do something, you know? I feel like we should be able to do it together and help each other out as much as possible without taking out the wallet every minute. You know what I mean? It's not all about that. You'll make money in the future.
Oh yeah, for sure, bro. I like that you guys kind of have like the vlogs and everything, the Fernandez vlogs, and then
my boy.
Yeah, it's all coming together, bro. The event last weekend was a huge success, dude. The performers were great. You know, I had a good time, man. I was there for pretty much the entire event.
Right.
You Hungry Eats like killed it, man. There was always a line at that dude's booth, like.
Yeah, man. And that's what the beautiful part about it is, you know, having all those people together and everybody brought their own people, which was lovely too. You know, it was so much networking involved. You know, a lot of my clients came up to me and was like, oh, who's Designer Don, or who's, you know, Cowboy by Takeo, who's Moose, or, you know what I mean? It's like these people wouldn't have known you if you weren't all in the same spot. You know, you can always do great in a different event by yourself, but I feel like having everybody together was just crazy. You know, it was invigorating, man. That talent that was inside of that building, it was nasty. I had such a great time. It was a blessing, man, for sure.
Yeah, bro. Especially like I was there when like Defree was performing, bro, and I was just like looking around at like everybody's in here. Like my homie Johnny Adama pulled up.
I wanted Johnny to go up so bad. I just didn't talk to him previously about it, so I didn't want to put him on the spot like that. But I definitely want him on the next card if he's about it.
Yeah, man. He'll probably be down, bro. He's killing shit. He got a new project coming out, so he might need to.
I'm ready for it.
A couple of joints off of there.
Yeah, and Defree turned up, man. That was actually his first, at least from what I know, that was his first concert in a minute. And unfortunately, you know, the Next Level Visions event kind of got rained out in the middle of it. But, I mean, we still kept turning up. It was still a beautiful event, you know?
Yeah, we just moved everything inside, and it was like a vibe, you know? Like, we had Smash Brothers going.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's the thing. We got video footage coming out, too, of everything that went down prior to the rain, so people can see how crazy it was getting, you know? Yeah. I feel like it didn't even get to the full potential yet, but it's straight. We have more time, you know?
Yeah, bro, it's just the first event.
Right.
Well, I liked it because it's like you did the 3-year anniversary event, and that was a great event, and this one was only like, it was like bigger, you know?
Yeah. Well, speaking of that, I actually got something for you if you don't mind me bringing it.
Oh, hell yeah, bro.
So I actually brought your poster because I want you to sign it.
Oh, all right, bro. Hell yeah.
I'm weird about that, but I need you to sign that, my brother, before you get too big.
Yeah, I got you.
But yeah, I got you a little gift here, man. You know.
Yeah, hit my dog
barbers.
up for a cut, man. He's the best barber in St. Pete, best barber in Tampa Bay.
Thank you, my brother.
If he ain't cutting your hair, he's cutting your homie's hair. He's cutting somebody's hair.
Yeah, we're trying, man. Yeah, of course.
I appreciate that, man.
Yeah. It's a little something in there that has to do with the Next Level Visions, and then the backpack, of course, is the NLB backpacks that were giving out during the 3-year anniversary to all the kids and stuff. Cowboy Moose actually make those too.
They made the backpacks?
Yeah.
Dude, those guys are crazy, man. Like,
talented, man. They know what they're doing.
Don't you have a bag from them, right? You have the jean one, right? I think it's like something like that round blue one.
Yeah. When I saw that one, I thought it was crazy because it had the leather inside, and I wanted the leather one, but I think they sold that one. And then I saw my godbrother Isaac, actually, he's one of the owners of the Next Level Visions, by the way. But he opened it up on IG or something, and I saw it, and I was like, yeah, cop that for me, bro. I need it. Yeah, and my boy Gordon wore it to the Next Level Visions event too. I was trying to take it back.
Yeah, they did like a story sale with all the bags. You got to get a NLV or NLB bag.
Yeah, man, that's the thing. I definitely need to sit down with Cowboy, man. We got some good stuff cooking up, bro, for sure.
Maybe like something to put like all your barber gear in or something.
Yeah.
Because their thing is more like the utilitarianism. Like this thing, bro, I bring it everywhere. I brought it to the event. Like, it's got all my supplies in it.
It's convenient, bro. And the strap work is insane. I mean, I don't even know how they go about like the stitching or the zipper alone. You know what I mean? Sometimes I look at it, I'm like, how'd you even get the print on there?
So this one, they it's like gonna be able to attach to my other bags.
Oh snap! It's an attachable. Oh, it does have a ring on it. Okay. Yeah. They crazy, man. I need to tighten up. I need to learn something else.
So with the Next Level Visions, what's coming up next with it, other than we just did the last event? Is it sort of just like grinding on the vlogs and sort of that content, or?
So the Next Level Visions is owned by Jamel, Ambriel, Isaac, and myself. And in the future, we definitely want to keep doing more events. I think we actually have one planned for either the fall or winter. We just want to keep doing it, man, for the community, dog. I feel like it's just a great place. I have a barbershop, man. We have that whole back area that no one's using. You know, I got a pretty decent relationship with the landlord, and I feel like if I don't utilize that spot in the back, what am I doing? You know, there's so many people that can come, all these businesses that can come and show their art, you know, like a lot of people don't have other opportunities. Maybe they just started. They don't know where to go. They don't know what to do. So I'm just reaching out on IG like, yo, if you got a business or a business plan and you need help with it, we want to help you. You know, we want to create that business for you without charging you $1,000 just to put your name on something. You know what I mean? If you want to learn how to make an LLC, like I said earlier, come to me, man. Come to Jamel, come to Isaac, come to Embryo. We're going to help you. That stuff is not that hard. It's just they don't want you to know this. You know what I mean? The big brothers don't want you to know how to make your own money. You know what I mean? They want you to work for somebody and sign a W-2. That's not what we're doing right here. You know what I mean? I feel like we really need to start putting that foot to the gas, you know? That's just me.
So with the barber stuff, you did a couple videos with Smokey and Raphael and Rishi. I personally would like to see some more videos, or maybe like, I don't know, bro. I could just see. I know it's like hard to get time and shit for all that stuff, but maybe like I'm actually gonna try to start getting. People keep telling me to get on TikTok. Personally, I don't really understand that shit. I don't really think it's that cool, but I'm going to try it out to see, you know what I mean?
No, I feel that.
Don't knock it till you try it, but to me, I just think that shit's kind of annoying.
So social media in general is definitely annoying, you know what I mean? I feel like sometimes, especially if you're a face-to-face person as you are, you know, you don't want to sit there and be on your phone for 3 hours just trying to upload a video. At least that's how it is for me sometimes. I feel like I'm 60, you know, I'm just on there trying to figure it out, you know? But I definitely feel like one for you, that would be dope, making some video content on YouTube, but not only just the podcast, you know, just like more video content, even like the vlog type, you know?
Yeah, I'm thinking about like getting into that. That's why like I saw a video of like people in Tampa at a spot, and then they like chopped it up and put that in the TikTok.
Right.
And I was thinking of maybe doing something like that, like a quick like thing.
Yeah.
But I just gotta like invest time in it, you know.
Yeah, I was gonna say, man, all that stuff takes time, man. Social media. I mean, I'm surprised on how quick you got on the YouTube game. You know what I mean? I felt like you learned that quick, like real fast. I'm still trying to understand YouTube, and I think I've had a page for like 2 or 3 years that no one even knows about.
I mean, I don't know, bro. I just like, I have my idea for like what I want the YouTube to be, and it's just gonna be, I want more stuff on there. Like eventually I want to have like a bunch of different like shows and shit on there, but for now it's like the podcast and whatever like albums I like collab on with people and shit, and just different stuff I've hosted, you know.
So the diversifying it is definitely key, because I mean, I don't know how you feel about like Gary Vaynerchuk or Gary V. You know Gary V, right?
Yeah, he's cool, bro. Like sometimes I feel like he's kind of like up his ass and shit,
He definitely
and he's
is.
just like, he feels like he has a lot of like power, and that if he says something, it's gonna like move the needle and all this stuff. And people will clip him out like, "Oh yeah, NFTs. If you don't have NFTs, like, what are you doing? It's the future."
See, no, I feel that. So sometimes, at least for me, I have to listen to it and I have to zone out on some of the things that he says. Because like I said, I know what you mean. He definitely got that like entitled, you know, being sometimes. But
yeah,
I feel like if you just chop and screw it, you know, just take what you need from it, you know, and leave the rest behind. Some of the stuff that he does say is pretty dope when it comes to being versatile in what you do, you know, utilizing, you know, Instagram, Snapchat, you know, TikTok, IG Live, you know, Reels, whatever, you know. I'm still trying to learn that. I don't know much about it, you know what I mean? But I think if you capitalize on it and you really, you know, diversify your craft, I mean, you can start hitting crazy numbers, you know what I mean, from all different places.
Yeah, that's the thing, bro. Like, I wanna eventually have like other shows and eventually be able to get to the point where
you will, my
I could have a video like every day.
Yeah.
But I see what you're saying though. Like the thing I noticed, man, like it took me somebody that I could sort of relate to for me to like understand what they're saying.
Yeah.
You know, that's why I like Rob, because it was like he has videos on his YouTube about like money. Not money management, but like investing and like why he started a YouTube and all that. And that sort of helped me like think about, oh, maybe this is why I should do YouTube. Or not saying that I'm just going to be like a YouTuber, but it's a tool, you know?
No, for sure. You got to send me that, man. I didn't know he had that.
Yeah. He said he's going to change up his like channel a little bit, but for a while it was just like kind of like how-to videos.
Right. Have you ever heard of EYL, Earn Your Leisure?
Mm-mm.
All right, so I mean, just because you know they I think they started on YouTube maybe, or even like Facebook or Instagram, but in general they have one of the biggest podcasts in the nation, and they're Black owned, and I think that's freaking amazing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
They I think, like I said, I think they started in their basement in New York somewhere, you know, and they started utilizing, you know, different outlets in general, like, you know, different social media outlets, different outlets in the same, you know, YouTube page or whatever, but they're starting to get their stuff out there. It's crazy. I mean, it's like I said, it started from a basement in New York, and now they're, I think, number 2 or number 1 podcast in the world, you know.
Is it a video or is it on like Apple and Spotify?
So I think at first they did start like I said, just like IG, but it's on everything now: Spotify, Apple, YouTube. You know, they got their website at EYL University. They have their own networking thing too. What I'm saying is, you know, you're capable of doing it, dog. You know, I think it's crazy. You know, I think the talent's out there, and you definitely got the drive. You know what I mean? You got the people too, man. You already got people rolling in here, dog, knocking at the door.
Yeah, man, dude. Like I posted my podcast yesterday, and all these people like send me music and stuff.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, bro, I'll get to it. I'll get to it.
Well, I'm telling you, I guarantee your DMs are jumping right now, man.
Yeah, but it's kind of good. I like it.
Yeah.
You know, like I feel bad if I don't like hit somebody back, or like if they comment on my shit and I don't like hit them with emoji or something, you know.
How do you feel about that, bro? How do you feel about people hitting you up? You know, especially, you know, maybe back in the day, I felt like we were all in love with being on the phone, you know what I mean, texting back. And I feel like now it's a little bit different. So how do you feel about all these people hitting you up and, you know, calling you and meeting you in person and be like, oh, shit, you got the Bonfire podcast? Well, can I be on it? You know, how do you feel about that?
I love it, man. I like it. It's kind of cool. Like, I just like meeting all these different people, and they like all inspire me. So it kind of all goes like hand in hand. And I feel like in a way it's sort of like I could be not saying that, oh, I'm the person like driving them, but it could, oh, this person like fucks with my music. So it's sort of like affirmation that they're doing something right.
Well, I'm telling you right now, everybody that we've talked about today has definitely been driving me. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like when I wake up in the morning, I see you post something at 5 a.m. or 6 a.m. or 7 a.m. or Keto or Don Rock or somebody. I mean, that makes me want to keep grinding, you know? I feel like, you know, if I didn't see you guys working that hard, I might not be working as hard as I am. Who knows? You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
I love it, bro. I respect it so much.
So, bro, let's talk a little sports talk, man. You been watching any NBA finals lately?
Yeah, man. I mean, I think I missed the last game, but the game that I caught was when Giannis blocked it from, what's his name, Ayton?
Yeah, DeAndre Ayton, bro.
Jesus, bro. I mean, my thing is, you know, I'm a Knicks fan, so I'm not really used to winning anyway. So, you know, seeing the Suns be in the finals was crazy to me. So I was like, oh, man, I've always liked Devin Booker, too. You know what I mean? He's a baller.
Yeah, he's my favorite, one of my favorite players.
Oh, yeah, and, you know, I love Melo, too, in that whole class. So Chris Paul, you know, the Banana Boat guys, I love them all, obviously. But Chris Paul being in the finals was just legendary. And I feel like that game really slipped their fingers. I don't know if you know what game I'm talking about when he lost the ball in the middle of the court. Chris Paul never does that.
Yeah, I heard about it, man. They lost the other night too. They gotta win tomorrow.
Yeah, that's what's crazy. I'm not, you know, I'm not a hater, bro. It's not that I don't like the Bucks, but I feel like the Bucks have had so many opportunities, and they've had the same team for a little bit. They got Middleton splashing, you know. They got Giannis that just turned into, you know, cyborg out of nowhere.
Yeah, you know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't. It just kind of came out of nowhere. Like I hear all this hype about him and shit, and. Right. I mean, I went to every Raptors game, and they played the Bucks like once, and I don't remember if we watched them play, but I did watch the Suns play, right? And that was pretty dope.
Yeah, see, I just want to see the Suns win, man. I like the underdog card, you know, and the way that Devin Booker has been playing this finals and the playoffs in general, I think he had like one bad game. I mean, the boy's ready to win. You know what I mean? Yeah,
they just got to win 2 in a row now.
Yeah, it's rough, man, but we'll see. We'll see.
I think they got it, man.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not a hater, like I said, but I'm glad I didn't see the Lakers in it. I'm tired of seeing the same people in the finals. And the same thing with the Golden State Warriors. I was glad to see them, you know, finally back up a little bit, get healthy again. You know what I mean? There's a lot of injuries.
Yeah, but the Lakers, bro, they've been out of it for a while, dude. They just got back into it because of LeBron.
But that's that's what I mean. I guess I was more or less pointing
championships.
Right. In general, I guess I was pointing at LeBron. You know.
Oh yeah.
Because I love him, bro. I love him, man. But I watched him a lot in Miami, and he won 2 with them or 3, 2.
Yeah, they won 2.
I just it's a wrap, man.
Not 1, not 2, not 3.
It was like all these numbers, and they didn't hit them, and then my dog left. And I'm not even trying to get into that, but I definitely feel like we need to see other people. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I kind of liked how it was like the Hawks were in the finals and shit. Like who would have thought like Trae Young and the Hawks are gonna make it to the Eastern Conference Finals? You know.
And he was supposed to be a Knick. I didn't know if you knew that.
Yeah. I know he was like the Mavericks traded Porzingis to. They like swap picks.
Yeah, it hurts my soul every day, bro. Thinking about my dog Melo's gone, my dog Porzingis is gone. I mean, we got D Rose back. So that's a plus. You know what I mean? I fuck with D Rose heavy the long way. But, I mean, bro, the Knicks aren't going to see a finals in a minute. I'm going to hang that up. I'm a Yankee fan, too, so hopefully we do something. You know what I mean?
My homie Edwin from Reach, he's a big, like, Yankee. He's a Yankees and Rays fan.
Yeah, I feel that.
He's a big Knicks fan, bro. Like, I was going in there, like, right when they went into the playoffs and shit.
Right.
He's like, bro, I know we aren't going to do shit, but I'm so happy that they made it to the playoffs.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, you know, especially being spoiled by the Yankees, you feel like you're always on top, you know?
Yeah.
And then having the Knicks finally go to the playoffs after how many years? You know, I got a picture of my dog, what's his name, Patrick, in the barbershop too.
Yeah.
So,
dude, I don't think they've made it to the playoffs since I've been watching basketball.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what, I look at that Patrick Ewing, and I'm like, yo, this was it. This was the team. And I don't even know. Was I even born yet? Were we born yet? I don't even know.
I was probably like 1 or 2.
Jits. That's how bad that organization is.
They had Marbury, Starberry.
Yeah, we had Latrell Sprewell. I mean, the last opportunity we had was with Melo when he was balling, when he had like 60-plus points in that one game during the playoffs. You know what I mean? But yeah, like I said, man, Melo's probably gonna have to, call it quits too soon. Unfortunately, yeah. I don't know if you knew if he was Puerto Rican too.
No, I didn't know that. I watched him play when the Blazers came though. That was pretty dope.
See, I like that. I like Melo being in the Blazers, bro.
I do too.
I felt like that was good, like wisdom. Having some veteran back on the team. But what do you think about Lillard? You think he's gonna stay?
I would hope he would stay, bro, because I don't I'm going to go to the Clippers and suck. Like, I don't know. I feel like after the Nets kind of fell apart and all these other teams, like, the big three shit has only worked really, like, a couple times. Right. And even then, they always, like, lose somehow. Like, the Warriors, they eventually lost, twice.
Right. See, I didn't really mind it at first, with LeBron. I didn't mind it with KD even. I didn't really feel like it was that big of a deal because it's not like they grabbed 3 great players from other teams. They already had Curry, Draymond, Clay. They were all playing with each other. You know what I mean? Uh-huh. But this with Kyrie, with James Harden and KD, I wasn't really feeling that.
Dude, I watched them play twice.
Really? Yeah, how was it watching them though live? It's different.
Honestly, I got the most hype about watching Kyrie play because he was making shots that you wouldn't think would go in, and they would go in. KD, He didn't play the first game, but he played the second game I was at, and he was balling. He was like shooting 3-pointers and everything.
That boy is just water no matter where he's at on the court.
Harden didn't play, I don't think, either of the games.
How do you feel about Harden personally, bro? Like not outside of basketball, but as a basketball player.
I like him, but I feel like he's either going or he's not. And if he's not, then he's just bricking shots.
See, that's the thing. Like, that's why I thought it was such a bad idea for him and Westbrook to play together in the Rockets, because I feel like they're too much of a similar character. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but sometimes I feel like teams just do that to, like, have their team relevant. It's like, oh, we got the mini OKC reunion.
Oh, geez.
And then this is like, that's like the other side of it. Like, oh, it's the mini OKC reunion. But we have Kyrie instead of Russell Westbrook, so it's potentially better,
Right. Yeah, to me, it was just 2 ball hogs, man. It was just like, who can brick it up, faster. It seemed like it was like 60 points, each, or not 60 points, but 60 attempts each. It's like, come on, bro. How many times you going to shoot the ball?
Yeah, and then their, like, bench players aren't, like, the best, and Steve Nash is their coach.
What about football, man? How you feel about this year?
What about it? I'm hyped, bro. I got my Bucks tickets locked in, season 2.
See, that's the thing, man. You loyal, bro. I think I've seen you at every single game. I'm not a season ticket holder, but I go to all the games, all the Tampa sports games. Mm-hmm. But I see you there every time I'm there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, bro. So for the Bucks, like, I got my Vipers tickets.
RIP the Vipers.
RIP the Vipers. They're supposed to be coming back. The Bandits are supposed to be coming back too.
Yeah.
Yeah, if the Bandits come back, I'll get tickets for that shit.
I'm with it, man. We need to DM The Rock. What's up, man? Get this thing going. Mm-hmm. McMahon wasn't really doing it, bro.
Nah, dude, those games were fun though, bro. My seats were like on the 50-yard line, like Raymond James, like right in the front, man.
Yeah, it was dope, man. I definitely like the tailgates that they had too. That's one thing, man. I've been to Bucks tailgates and everything, and they're great. I know Tampa Bay Bucks fans are huge fans, but being a new team and having a whole bunch of new people that probably don't even watch sports like that come out to the XFL, those parties were lit, dog. It was turn up time for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. But for the Bucks, dude, like I went to one game with Jameis Winston played the Falcons, and it was after the Vipers, so I still like was kind of like, all right, I want to keep the football experience, right. The in-game experience.
Yeah.
And even though they lost, he threw like a game-losing interception, pick 6, and you just felt like the stadium like shut down. I was like, you know what, I'm gonna get Bucks tickets because I had that money.
Right.
And then it's like, oh, Brady signed, and it's like I'm a Patriots fan. Tom Brady's my favorite player. Like, since I've been watching football. Like, you know what I mean?
See, I was happy. So that's one thing. I'm a Gator fan too, bro. So.
Oh, me too, bro.
Okay, all right.
Fuck yeah.
Because Jameis wasn't having. I wasn't having it with Jameis, bro. Get that
any
boy out.
Florida State.
And like I said, I got a lot of respect for people like LeBron James and Tom Brady and everything. But being a Giants fan, we're the only ones that beat them twice.
I know.
But I am excited for the Bucks, bro. I am excited. They won one. The Stanley Cup came over here twice for us.
It's still here. Hell
That's what I'm saying. The Rowdies, they were killing it. So I feel like there's a lot of power in Tampa right now, in general.
Yeah, the Rays, they got things coming along, bro. I feel like they're definitely going to make the playoffs.
I mean, they were in the World Series, man. I mean, they didn't win, but they were in the World Series after
they still won
10
the American
years?
League pennant.
That's what I'm saying. That's effort right there. Especially people don't realize, bro. The Rays are in the AL East. You know what I mean? That's not an easy category,
with
bro.
The lowest payroll, like third lowest payroll in baseball.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, you against the Yankees and the Boston Red Sox.
And the Jays when they're good.
I was just about to say that the Jays are finally starting to get their their tier up a little bit, but before them and the Orioles were, little poo-poo.
Orioles are still pretty good.
But I'm definitely excited for the Rays. I mean, New York and Tampa sports in general. I feel like we're finally tightening up. After all these years, we've been so bad.
Yeah, I don't know about New York sports.
I know. You got to shoot your shot. I know.
The Islanders did okay, but
I'm not an Islanders fan anyway. I'm actually a Lightning fan in general.
Good.
I'm a secondary Rangers fan.
Yeah, the Rangers, they got Lafreniere. He's cool, but Lightning is definitely the right way to go there.
Yeah, don't the Lightning have one of the old Rangers teammates too?
Yeah, they have Ryan McDonough.
Okay, he
used
was
to
a
be
baller.
a Ranger.
Yeah, he's a baller. Did you go to any of the games at the stadium?
Nah, bro. So I have season tickets for the Lightning, but I'm only a member. I don't have like actual tickets.
Right.
So I didn't. I mean, I guess I could have went to the playoff game, but how was it? You went to the thing where did you go inside the stadium to watch it?
So I think it's called Thunder Alley, right?
Yeah.
So I went to 2 games in Thunder Alley, which was insane, bro. The power that the stadium possessed at that time, bro, it was crazy, bro. Everybody was so lit. Everybody was yelling. It was wild. Everybody's got their signs slapping those sticks together, whatever they were called.
The Thunder Sticks.
Yeah, and they won. They won the 2 games that I went to, I think, or 2 or 3 games. I think they won. They lost 1, but I actually went to a Rays game that day, and the Rays won, so I wasn't even tripping about that. Yeah, they were already up by 2, so it didn't really matter.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's crazy. I saw people like posting pictures on their phone, and it said like, "Oh, if you don't leave this area for a little bit, you're gonna lose like hearing damage because it was so loud."
It was crazy, bro. I mean, we walked away from the stadium. I mean, we had like a 45-minute walk too, bro, and we could still hear people from the parking lot. It was insane. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Tampa got some crazy, crazy, majestic power right now, dog. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, we're the hockey city.
Yeah, man.
Who would have thought, right?
Yeah. And by the way, dog, I need to get in that Ralph mob. I know I asked you that.
Ralph's mob. Shout out Ralph's mob and Skyway Casuals on the Rowdies tip. Hell yeah.
I need to get in that, man.
So they have you can get in it now. It's like open whenever, but I think the jerseys this year's jerseys might be sold out, but you could always get like the I think it's like a $20 membership and you get this year's scarf.
Oh, that'd be lit. Oh, by the way, dog, that's one thing I wanted to talk to you about too. I feel like with NLV, we can definitely do some deeper stuff, not just networking in general or just doing pop-up events. That's not the goal, In general, I feel like it's a nonprofit organization that we want to open up even teams for kids, In my barbershop, I got single mothers that come in with 4 kids, 3 kids, 2 kids. Sometimes it's crazy how much they got to spend, especially I don't really consider myself a barber. I consider myself a male groomer. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And shout out to my dog Marv. He said that on a YouTube page. But I feel like we gotta put ourselves in a higher scale, right? And I don't feel good charging a single mom with no dad involved $30 each child or $20 each. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I definitely want to do something for the children when it comes to a nonprofit outside of the barbershop for sports and stuff, because they. My mom was a single mom. That's not an easy job. Shout out to my mom Roselle. She's a boss, man. She did it by herself, 3 boys. But I feel like I gotta utilize my power in the community as much as I can. If I can start a nonprofit team with baseball, soccer, football, whatever these kids want to play. I mean, I'll take time out of my weekends and go out there You know, that I used to be a coach in my younger ages anyway, you know. So I feel like that's the main goal is what I'm getting at. I just feel like we got to open up doors for people, just like people open up doors for us, you know.
Yeah, bro. Absolutely.
Well,
I'll do whatever I can, bro. I always, like, if I'm not telling somebody that you're cutting my hair, I'll tell them that there's an event, you know what I mean? Like,
well, that's what I'm saying. Eventually, we could do some, like, Space Jam type stuff, you know what I mean? You could get Jit Squad out there. We get the Next Level Squad out there. You know, you get Slug Squad out there. We have a whole bunch of kids come out and play together and start an event.
A big basketball tournament.
Why not? You know what I mean? We're capable of doing it. We all got the power to do it.
Hell yeah, bro. I'm down for it.
I know we know enough people with children that are going to bring their kids out there, you know, that at least for me, I feel like I'm like a neighborhood godfather at the barbershop,
Hell
you know?
Yeah.
So I could bring like 30 jits. So let's go, man. They all good at all sports. You know what I mean? Let's run it. I feel like it would be dope.
Hell yeah, bro. We can make it happen, man.
Yeah. But that's a future goal for sure. You know what I mean?
All right. So you wanted to ask me some questions now, bro. So...
Well, yeah, in general, I just feel like I've watched a couple episodes, and I've heard people ask you questions, but I feel like, I don't know, I wanted to hit you with a couple, you know?
Yeah, dude.
So when you graduated high school, you know, what were you thinking? How'd you feel when you came into the real world? You know, what was your mindset, and what did you initially want to do when you graduated?
Dude, originally, I went to SPC to learn how to make beats.
Hey.
That's originally, like, what I was going to do, and I was like, you know what, bro, I'm going to be a game-changing producer. Like,
right.
I'm going to have my sound. I'm going to give... I was always, like, trying to do some shit for, like, St. Pete, though. Right. I was like, I'm going to make, like, this St. Pete sound, and everybody's going to want to use it. But then, I don't know, bro. SPC, like, it's cool, but I feel like they never really put me in the right direction to where I, like, ever really got help. Even on, like, basic shit, as sort of, like, picking my classes, it would always be like, oh, just go online and you can figure it out online. It's like, well, I wouldn't be coming to talk to you in person if I was going to figure it out online. So I got my AA and I did all that shit and I left SPC and then I went to USF St. Pete and I was like, what am I going to do there? Because I was kind of, like, done with the beat thing. And in school, I was always a good writer and I could write papers real quick and get A's on them. You know what I mean? Like, just from my head.
Right.
So I was like, all right, let me do that. And I got into a couple journalism classes and, like, a couple professors there, like Janet Keeler, helped me find my voice as a writer, you know, and I eventually was like, all right, let me, like, write articles. So I started writing articles for the Crow's Nest, which is the USF St. Pete newspaper.
I remember that, yeah.
But I could only do really, like, I tried to do as many as I could because I'm, like, crazy about it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But they were only, like, letting me do one or two. And I wasn't really trying to cover, like, school topics because that's kind of, like, lame to me.
Yeah, it wasn't what you wanted to do. I feel
it was always, like, movies or something that I could make cool.
Yeah.
Like, even if it would be cool because I'm covering it, you know?
For sure. I remember when you did the Green Light Cinema one. That was actually the reason why I went to Green Light Cinema and watched the movie.
Yeah, and now they're doing shit with your homie. He just had the event there.
Yeah, I saw Caleb. Right?
Caleb Music, yep.
I thought that was crazy. I was talking to him about it the other day. I was like, yo, how'd you even get in there? And he's like, man, they're actually, you know, hosting events now, you know? And I remember Defrey did one, too, for the Batman video, which was nuts.
Yeah.
Crazy. So... When you decided to switch it up from the music to writing and the podcast, I mean, how'd you feel about that? Like, how'd you feel about switching? You know what I mean? I feel like a lot of people at first, they get a little nervous getting into something different. I feel like for you, it was, like, really natural.
Yeah, because, dude, the music shit, it was just, like, it's a lot of work, and...
It is.
It's, I don't know. I just always felt like it would be easier to accomplish what I was doing through, like, the writing after a while. And then, I don't know, my, like, love for wanting to, like, make my own music kind of, I still, in a way, like, if I ever get time, would want to, like, do that, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I'm cool with, like, being, like, a creative director on, like, projects.
I was going to ask you that, Bryce, because I feel like with one of your blogs, I mean, I seen, what was it, Lord Slug or Laz? Who was it?
So Laz Beats, him and I, we collabed. Yeah, so we collabed on a project called Lord Slug, and it's on my YouTube channel, the Jit Camp YouTube channel. So he made a project. We met through the factory because he made, like, instrumental music for them and shit. And he also comes here and has he records shit here too. But
dope.
So I met him through that, and I wrote about them, the factory, and he reached out to me on IG, like saying, hey, I like what you're doing and all this shit. And I was like, all right. And then Dawn Rock, she started doing all that slug shit, and then she had her project and stuff. So I was like, okay, there's like a sound, sort of like that sound that I was trying to build. Yeah. I seen her doing sort of like what I was trying to do, and I was like, all right, she can't be the only person doing this. So let me try to like help her with it, and we're all gonna like make this shit going, and it's gonna be like slug sound is gonna be like the St. Pete sound.
Right. Oh, that's gonna be so crazy, dog.
So he did a project called for Playboy Cardi's Whole Lot of Red, and it's like a reverb, like chopped, slugged out sort of thing. And I heard that and wrote a review about it and stuff. And then I was like, bro, let's do a project called Lord Slug, because it's like got the slug thing, it's got the Dragon Ball Z shit,
bro,
like
the cover?
Lord Slug. So Abstract Poet, my homie Raheem from Before the Storm, made that classic cover.
Oh yeah.
Fucking, we got part 2 on the way. Cover's already done.
Y'all making a number 2?
Yeah, part 2's on the way. Cover's already done. I haven't even seen it yet, but
see,
I just have to. So I sent him. I was like, let's collab on it. I pick some songs for you to slug out, and you pick some songs for you to slug out.
Right.
And then that's how the project just came about. And then he put in the little like Dragon Ball Z like interludes and shit inside of it.
I love interludes, bro. I feel like it's so underrated. I feel like a lot of people need to, I don't know, they need to jump on that.
So the like idea for that is to sort of like, you know how they have DJ Screw has like screw tapes?
Yeah.
So this is like our slug tapes.
Bro, I'm so excited, man. Just going to Slug Nights in general, just listening to what these people out here, the community got to offer is just nasty, man. There's so much great music.
So I've done another project called Slug Gods with Cappy, and that's also on my YouTube channel.
You're staying quiet, bro. I feel like you're staying quiet about a lot of it.
It's out there. And then we have Slug Gods 2 coming out on 727 for 727 Day. Word. Everybody needs to come to that shit.
I was going to say, if you're not out there,
if you're not coming out to 727 Day, what are you doing?
Yeah.
So we're doing that, and that, like, the first one we did was sort of the same idea. Like, I pick, these are the songs I'm feeling right now, and then he picked a couple songs, and then he slugged it, and it's, like, his take on it.
Right.
But this one, since it's the 727 Day one, it's only St. Pete, like, artists, and only, like, classic St. Pete. So it's got like local music, Zootaroo, a couple like songs from Sky Zone are on there.
Wow.
Famous K Brick's gonna have a song. Maybe Scroodle will have a song. Like,
all right,
it's gonna be a banger, dude.
So, do you mind me asking, bro? Who's your top 3? I already know who your top 1 is, but who's your top 3 in St. Pete?
In St. Pete,
in general, the bird.
Shit, man.
I know I'm putting you on the spot.
Well, probably Johnny Adama.
For sure.
Crown Marquiss. And who's the
I
third?
know. I feel like that's so rough sometimes. You know what I mean?
Third's hard.
I don't want to start saying names.
Probably like Jerry Nova and Jada.
See, all right. So, all right. Can we just ask for another tape? Can we just get another one?
Dude, we
got the EP, but we need the whole album. We need the whole
album?
thing. Yeah. I need it,
bro.
Goodfellas
album?
I literally hear it in my car all the time. I mean, it's 5 or 6 songs, right? Sometimes I don't even realize they went again. I'm still rapping the same songs. I'm like, oh, all right. I need some more. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I want them to do a video. I feel like they need to do at least like one video for that project.
Yeah.
And I like that they keep performing it because it makes it even more like classic.
Yeah. No, I was honored to have them come to the event twice and perform, which was nuts. I mean, they're, like I said, their energy together is crazy. I would like to see a big project from them for sure.
Yeah, there's a bunch of people in St. Pete doing shit, bro. Like Rod the God and Play Run AV, they're really dope. They record here.
Yeah.
Pretty much everybody that comes in here is fucking dope.
I was at Slug Nights the other day, and I was messing around with Keto because Don Rock had a whole bunch of questions on like if you could create a song with 3 artists and a producer, who would you create? And I didn't get the chance to grab the mic, so I went up to Keto and I was like, this is random, you know what I mean? This is mad random, but I was like, yo, if I can get a song made for me, I would want Kevin Gates on it. I'd want Rod Wave. I want Bottomville Jada, and I'd want my boy Rishi Beats on it. I feel like it'd be nasty.
Produced by who?
Well, it would be produced by Rishi. Yeah.
Oh, all right.
I feel like that'd be nasty. Even a little bit of NBA YoungBoy real quick. You know what I mean? I don't know.
So would you want me to do my 3, or would it be in St. Pete, or just in general?
Well, yeah. I mean, in general, this would be a Don Rock question too. This is shout out to Don Rock. She the one who had the Slug Nights event the other day and had the questions out there. It was crazy.
Shit, man. For like all time, it would probably be like A$AP Rocky. Yeah. And some other like crazy like Space Ghost Perp, like get a reunion going or something like that.
Do you like Flatbush Zombies?
I do.
And you like Beast Coast with Joey Badass?
Oh, and like Underachievers? Yeah, bro, I love all that shit. Like A$AP Mob maybe is like, they're the main like people that I like out of that. But I mean, I remember when they were all like Nick Caution and all them. Mm-hmm. They're cool. CJ Fly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think my favorite A$AP is probably Ferg though. Even though Ferg tried Barbers, I didn't fuck with that.
Why? What'd he say?
Because I feel like, you know, when it comes to entrepreneurship, you should be able to give what you want, you know, like to ask the community what you want to get paid, right? I feel like that's, you know your worth, right? As an artist, you can make, you know, from $10 to millions of dollars as an artist, right? I feel like A$AP Ferg put barbers in a category. He was like, yo, if you charging me $100, I'm A$AP Ferg. I'm not paying nobody $100. I'll pay my uncle $10 to cut his hair. And he put that on IG Live, and everybody was agreeing with it. I felt like that was a stab to the barber community. And the barber community loves the music industry, you know, and the fashion industry. I felt like we showed so much love. That was a little weird from A$AP Ferg, especially I'm a fan, a huge fan, you know.
You seen where they kicked him out of A$AP for a little bit?
That's probably why he was on that fuck shit.
Like A$AP Ills, he doesn't really like rap, but he kind of like is on the more like fashion and like branding like tip or whatever. He's got his own vibe, but he, I guess, said some shit about him on like IG or something. And
yeah, man.
This was like a couple of years ago. I don't really think it's like even a thing anymore.
I just feel like, man, you know, especially when you're at the top, have some, you know, humility, man. Like, you know, stop with that narcissistic, you know, attitude. You know what I mean? I feel like they get so entitled. You know, how you gonna tell somebody else what you can get paid when you over here making millions just to jump on stage and sweat? You know, I'm not saying anything. I'm just, you know what I mean? That's at least for Ferg, at least what I see. You know?
Yeah, he's cool, man. I feel like he hasn't dropped anything in a little minute, but if he comes back, like I know they have a new album coming out soon. I like A$AP Ant probably.
I'm still gonna listen to it. Like I said, I'm still gonna listen to it. I just felt like he gave us a shot, you know.
Yeah, he's cool. Other than like Rocky, I think A$AP Ant is the best one because especially like people always are like, oh well, his verse on like Bath Salts wasn't that good, but that was really like
they didn't like it.
I don't know. Some people don't like it, but it's like his first song, like legit. It's like his first song. His shit now is like game changing, bro. He's got his own crew. He's got Merino Infantry, like they're the hottest brand.
See, all right, so that's he was actually the one I saw A$AP Mob with Flatbush at State Theater back in like 2016. And
dope.
And he actually came up to me on the street. I didn't even know who he was, bro. He had white tee on and some Gucci slides. I thought he was a normal dude just like me. He came up and dapped me up. He was like, yo, you gonna be at the show? I was like, yeah, man, I'm going in right now. He's like, oh, that's what's up, man. Come up to the stage and say what up. And I was like, okay, that's weird. Why does he want me to go up on the stage? And then I went up there and he was with the whole A$AP Mob. And I was like, oh, that's crazy. You know, he was just mad humble is what I'm getting at. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's how it was when I went to his pop-up at Reach. Like, I was just looking at the racks for, like, the St. Pete and Tampa Bay, like, exclusive shit. Yeah. And he's, like, right there, and I just dapped him up and, like, talked to him a little bit. And I was like, yeah, bro, I came from, like, St. Pete out here to the pop-up. I mean, it's not that far, but it's still a trip. Like, I, like, left work and then went straight there.
Yeah. You're the one who showed me his work, too. I mean, their clothing is crazy. It's dope.
Bro, they're selling out pop-ups like it shows.
See, I think it's because of the way he's doing it. You know what I mean? Like they're starting a whole new wave. I feel like
he just dropped like a big like group album. It's like 30 songs.
Really? Did you listen to it?
Not all of it, but
I feel like that's hard. 30 songs.
It was dope. Like he's got a couple videos out. I mainly just watch the videos.
Yeah. So yeah, how do you feel about music videos nowadays too? Do you like the way?
I think music videos are so important, man. And I tell every artist that I talk to that. To do a video, you need a video.
I want to see a whole St. Pete artistry video. Everybody, you know. Okay, one thing I gotta say.
In it.
One thing I gotta say. So, like I said, I got Caribbean background, right? You know, my family's from Puerto Rico, and one thing about Puerto Rican artists, the Latin trap and the reggaeton artists in general, they're not scared to make music with others, bro. They'll put 30 people on a song, and it will go for 10 minutes. And I'm telling you, that song would ride in the club the whole time, 10 minutes long. You know what I mean? They let each artist rap, and it's it's insane the lyricism and the art that they put in these songs. So why can't we do that out here in America too? I don't really see it.
Oh, like reggaeton where they'll have like big ass song, like Daddy Yankee will have a big ass song with a shit ton of artists on it.
Like 30 artists, yeah.
Yeah, I know, bro. I used to love that shit too.
Can we do a Berg version?
Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to.
That'd be nasty.
I have plans. Like, I eventually like want to maybe like do an album like that where I have like creative direct it.
Bro,
like
just tell me
Camp.
when and where, bro. I'll be there.
It'll probably be recorded here, to be honest with you.
Run it. The studio, baby. I'm with it.
But yeah, bro, it would be dope. Like, videos are really important. I was just saying, I have a quick cameo in Andy Christ's new video that's coming out.
What?
Yeah.
And Andy Christ went out there to L.A. and performed with Xavier Wolf. Right?
Yeah, he's about to go back out to L.A. to perform. I don't know if with Xavier Wolf again, but somewhere out there.
I got a whole new respect for Andy Christ, by the way, after watching that podcast. I didn't really know him much, but after watching the podcast, I got a lot of respect for him. He's been working for a long time.
Yeah, he's grinding, man. It's definitely like all coming together for him. Like, he had that Dirty Money video, did really well, but this new video is like, it's the best song and the best video I think he's released.
And I know he's from out here, right?
Mm-hmm. But he's from Illinois, but he's been living here for pretty much like his whole life, I think.
Right, and you know him working with X. I mean, I love them Memphis rappers, bro. Like all them. Yeah. What him? Is it Moneybagg from Memphis?
Moneybagg,
Key Glock.
Yeah, Key Glock, Young Dolph.
Young Dolph, yeah. Juicy J. Shout out to 3-6 Mafia, right? Aren't they from out there, Tennessee?
Yeah, 3-6 Project Pat.
One of my barbers are from Tennessee too. Shout out to Ty, man. She's dope. By the way, there's two other Riley as well, man. Riley the barber, he's my right hand man.
Hell yeah! Shout out to Riley, bro.
That's my dog.
Chill.
Yeah, man. Without him, NLB ain't NLB. You know what I mean? He's definitely one of the workhorses for sure.
Hell yeah, bro.
I just had to say that's my dog.
Mm-hmm. All right. So, you have any more questions for me?
Honestly, I mean, probably the last one. What do you see coming for Jit Camp and the Bonfire Podcast in general for 2022? Can you give us a
2022?
Yeah.
So, other than the podcast is just gonna like keep going. There's just gonna be more episodes. It's gonna be the same kind of thing. Okay. I eventually want to maybe do this movie club thing. I just am waiting on the certain things to get like figured out with how I want to do it and everything, and the right people got to be here for me to do it. So We're kind of just waiting on that. I have the next brand that I'm working on. It's sort of like my merch brand. I don't want to really reveal too much of that. Like it's kind of like if you know, like sort of shit. But it's coming soon. I have that. It's coming, bro.
Well, we know you're working, man. Trust me, we know.
But for 2022. I'm going to put it out there now. I don't know. It's going to be either in June or July, but we're doing the inaugural Jit Fest.
What? Okay.
Yeah,
I see.
I'm finally getting my own event.
I'm with it, man.
I want it to be a 2-day event. I don't know if I'm going to be able to make that shit happen, but that's why I'm trying to plan it out like a year in advance, so it's like all lined up. But
it's going to be an Eventbrite kind of thing, or like a walk-up?
So that's the thing. I don't necessarily know how I'm going to go about that because I kind of have two venues I want to do it at, but one of them, I don't know if they're going to let me. Because I want a part of the event, I want to like show a film.
Okay.
And that, it's like...
You're going to need something.
Dude, like the vision I have for it, it's like an art installation sort of thing, but in the event, like I have like people I want to do like fashion shows for like certain parts of it, and then there's going to be like vendors, and then during some of it, it's just going to be like we're just watching the movie.
Right.
And that's it. That's the event.
Well, you want that teamwork stuff too, man. You want to have a lot of people out there.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. So like on night 1, it will be different people, and then night 2, it will be different people. And then I want somebody to like film it so that I can put like a finished like full like hour something long like video on the YouTube. All right. And it'll be like Jit Fest.
Yo, send me the link, man. I'll put a deposit in tonight. I don't care. I'm there. That sounds better than...
Well, that's the thing. I don't know if I can charge money for it because I'm, like, showing a movie.
Well, I mean, hey.
And I don't have, like, the rights to it.
Right.
I know a place where I can do that at, but I don't know if... I don't know. I'm figuring it out.
Don't tell nobody. Don't tell them everything.
Yeah, it's coming along, bro.
Right,
I at least have my blueprint ready.
Yeah, smart, man. I see you.
But that's been episode 7 of the Jit Camp Bonfire Podcast. You can find all of Sean's stuff at Chon El Barbero on Instagram, at Next Level Barbers on Instagram.
Yes, sir.
The Next Level Visions on Instagram as well. Tell us the location for the barbershop.
All right, so the barbershop's on 6880 46th Avenue North. You can look it up on IG, Google, Facebook. It's on everything. And the link to the website, because a lot of people, they like to come in and just walk in, which is fine too. We can do that. But, you know, we're starting to get pretty packed. So the nextlevelbarbers.com to get your further appointments would be amazing if you could do that. That'd be dope.
Yeah, definitely. Try to book your appointment through the app. Man.
It's so hard sometimes. I try to be so nice about it, but it's so hard sometimes to try to get people in there like that. You know what I mean?
I bet, man. I know my mom has the same problem.
Yeah, you know.
But you can find my work on Instagram at Jit Camp 727 and all my articles and everything else that's going on with Jit Camp on jitcamp.com, where a jit can be a jit. Peace.